Hey there, this is Rodney from Healthy Life Path. In this episode, I'm going to talk about how to deal with insecurity. Anyway, insecurity can really hold us back from the things that we want. Have you dealt with situations where it's like you want to prepare for a job interview, but you're feeling scared, you feel like you have, I guess what we call imposter syndrome, or you're interested in somebody, or you're going to a networking meeting, you're not sure what to say, you feel scared, you feel timid. I mean, everybody has it. Now imagine you're able to go into any situation and you're able to share with people, even talk to people, to have the power or the personal power to be able to talk to people. Insecurity does happen quite a bit for a lot of people. There's usually something in the past that happened, maybe in their childhood, maybe in the environment that they grew up with. And a lot of that can plague you from achieving the things that you want in your life. And of course, insecurity costs us a lot of opportunities. You don't need me to tell you that. There is some programming that's happening in the brain, and it actually affects the nervous system. The nervous system reflects what's going on in your mindset and what's even programmed in your mind subconsciously. Now, for those of us who don't know how the conscious mind and the subconscious mind works, I'm going to take a chapter from Bob Proctor as an example. Now, if you don't know who Bob Proctor is, he actually is one of the stars of the movie called The Secret. The thing is that the human being has two minds, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is what's happening now. It's like your awareness and everything that you're doing. You're being careful, you're being responsible. Whenever you're driving, you're looking where you're going. You're doing a math test. You're trying to be with your customer or your prospect at the same time. Your subconscious mind, on the other hand, it's like the gears and all these little messages that are working in the background of your mindset and your mind. And they control the very things such as being able to hold a glass of water. You pour all that water into the glass subconsciously with precision. In other words, when you're pouring water, you're not going to let it pour over here. You're going to pour it into there. Anyhow, the subconscious mind does a lot of things that you are unconscious about. For example, let's say you're a guy and you want to meet this beautiful girl that you've been wanting to go out with. You walk up to her, but before you can even say anything, suddenly something holds you back. Your nervous system makes you so nervous. You're getting messages or things like, oh, what if she says no? Or what if she thinks that you're, not her type? When those messages start going into your subconscious mind, basically those messages can override what's happening in your nervous system. And the things that even subconscious messages can come in unconsciously, like whether you listen to the radio, or it's the friends that you hang around with, or the messages that you've had since you were a kid. Your subconscious mind is being bombarded with messages all over the place all the time. And that can hinder your ability to move forward with actually talking with this special person. The same thing with job interviews, same thing with prospecting for clients, the same thing with deciding if you should be able to buy this car or this other car. The decisions you make, A, B. Which one should I take? Maybe I should take this one because I'm not sure about that one, but maybe I'm not sure about that one, so I'll take this one, and so forth. So how do you deal with insecurity? The first thing you'll have to do is you'll have to work on your subconscious mind. Now, before you say anything about, oh, it's not gonna work, it's so hooply drama do. Basically, you need to get serious about this, and you've got to take it with a grain of salt. Now, working on your subconscious mind may sound hard at first, but when you get a grip of it, you'll have an understanding of how you actually can work with it. To be able to work with your insecurities, first of all, you've got to be able to accept that you have an insecurity. That's number one. Number two, you got to be willing to work with it. You're going to do the things necessary, but at the same time, make it fun for yourself. Make it fun and be kind to yourself. And that's number three. Be kind and actually, no, those two actually work on number two. So be kind to yourself and have fun doing this at the same time. Here's how you can get rid of insecurity. You got to realize that you have some messages in the past. Look back to a time when you had your first rejection, or when someone said something that actually jolted you, or you made a bad decision that later on in life you don't want to make that same decision, even though that decision can move you forward. Make sense? Number three, once you recognize some of the things that may be holding you back, you're not going to make this an overnight thing. It's been part of your subconscious programming for such a long time. Everybody's life is a book. It makes no sense ripping out those pages of every chapter of your life. So what you got to do is you got to focus forward on creating new chapters in your life. Basically, you're going to be reconditioning your brain or reconditioning your mindset. So that way, whatever is in your subconscious mind, it's going to affect your nervous system in a whole new way. So that way you can feel good about what you're doing and everything becomes automatic. You're going to want to be able to put positive, reaffirming messages into your brain or into your subconscious mind. And the way to do that is to be able to be grateful for where you are in your life. Grateful for the things that you have. Grateful that you have the opportunity to do whatever it takes to become not just a new you, but to be you, so that way you are in control of you. And of course, you need God to be able to help you through this as well. God created everybody, and God wants the best for all of us, including you. So every morning, be thankful for the things that you have in your life. And then what you can do next is make a list of things that you want to be. Be honest as well at the same time. Doesn't have to be totally indulgent, but it's up to you if you want to do that. But make sure it's also for the greater good of things. Think of the things that you want to become. At the same time, realize your uniqueness as well. What makes you you? What interests you? What can you do great that nobody else can do? What skills would you like to pick up? What languages would you like to speak? What talents would you like to develop? And as well, think about what you can give from your heart. Know that you are a very good person. Write down all these qualities and be grateful for them. And write down the future qualities that you believe that you're capable of. Even if you don't believe it now, but you would like to have. Because you would like to have them, it means that you may actually have those qualities. It's just that there's something holding you back. So write down these qualities. Be grateful for each and every one of them. Once you got those qualities listed down, the next thing you want to do is be grateful for yourself and be grateful for your Creator as well. I myself, I'm grateful to God every morning, and I'm grateful to Him every night, regardless of how the day went, whether it's good or it's bad. It doesn't matter. The important thing is to be very grateful, because you have the gift of life. Life is a gift. You're worth it. And be good to yourself. That's the next step as well. Imagine yourself inside of you and thanking you for being you, for being the person who wants to make a change without changing who you are. Really learning to love who you are and be willing to develop into a new person. So you could say in the morning, you know what, I love you. And you're saying it to, no, I'm not saying to you, I love you all. So trust me, I love you all. But you want to say to yourself, I love you, Rodney. I really, really love you, and I thank you for everything. And I love you, God, for creating me and for all giving me an opportunity and for always being there for me. And that I can start from there. Love makes a difference in this world. Really love yourself in the morning by saying it silently to yourself. And do this when you wake up. Do this when you go to sleep. And it's not going to happen overnight, but over time, you're reconditioning your mindset. And when I mean mindset, I mean your subconscious mind. And over time, you may not notice it, but your behavior is going to change. And you're going to notice that people behave differently towards you too. Your results are going to change. Give it a couple of days. And then once you notice something different, whether something gets attracted to you, whether you get a new job. And by the way, pray. I totally believe in prayer a whole lot, because it's good for you. It's good for your soul. It's good for the mind. It's good for your life as well. And be thankful. Basically, know the things that you want in life. Learn to love yourself. Be grateful to God. Pray. And continue the process every day. Be grateful no matter what your day has already been like. Don't let anything throughout the day, no matter how hard it is, stop you from being happy and becoming the person that you're destined to be. It's not going to change who you are, but it's going to change how you are. That's the difference. And before you know it, your insecurities will start to flatten themselves out. Insecurity happens to everybody, but they can be lessened and they can be flattened. The one thing you can't change is your past. You have to accept your past. Be thankful that you have that past. And you have a lot of new blank chapters and blank pages that you can write your new story. The story of your life, the story of who you are, the story of who you will become. When your last days of life comes, you'll be able to look back and say, hey, I was what I was before, but I became a better person. But I still am who I am today. I still believe I'm a good person, and I can look back and be proud of what I've done in my life. When you know that your ultimate destination is the end of your life, you're going to do things differently, even if you're insecure. Look at it as an opportunity to do great things in your life and to do great things for others. Because basically, you want to be able to make a difference in this world. And when you put that energy out there, your life will change in a whole new way. You'll have even more things to be grateful for. So to be able to iron out your insecurities, be grateful, know how you want to become, learn to love yourself, love God, pray, and like I said again, always be grateful. Be grateful for who you are, be grateful for your past, regardless of what your past is like. Be grateful for what may be possible for you in the future. I hope this advice helps you start your day off on the right foot. Enjoy life, be well, and make an impact. Have a great day.